Hi everyone and welcome back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. My name is Lisa and I'm going to take you on a tour of my valley. I've played the game for around 180 hours now, and I wanted to kind of take a snapshot of this moment in time before I start really decorating more of the biomes, because I posted videos so far about certain areas that I have pretty well completed. And so I'm just going to run you through all the other biomes to see where they stand right now. None of them are as complete as the Plaza. The Plaza is the only one that's fairly complete. But anyway, I've shown this area off before. This is in the Forest of Valor, and it's where I chose to have my house. Outside my door, I have all of these berry bushes so that I can harvest those every day and make my berry salads to go mining. I have Kristoff's stall here and Goofy's stall as well. One thing that I figured out like 2 days ago, I was pretty silly that I didn't figure it out before, is that when I need a mining buddy and I'm just going mining, I can just come right out of my house, go talk to Kristoff's stall, and he'll be here, and he's my mining guy, so I can just start mining directly from my front door. So that's kind of nice. So yeah, this area is complete. It's one of my favorite areas so far of the valley. I think I'm gonna adjust it slightly. Usually the wishing well, or is it a wish? I guess it's just called the well to travel is right there. I moved it over here while I was mining last night and forgot to put it back, so that when I log in, or when I travel, I'll pop out right here next to this mining thing. But anyway, it's usually on the pavement over there, so you can imagine that. Another thing, I did not go through and clean up my biomes before recording this, so there are going to be rocks and some night thorns. I try to keep the night thorns pretty well under control. But anyway, here is Buzz's little area here in the Forest of Valor. The rest is pretty much nothing yet. I'm deciding what I want to do with the pillars. I forget which pillar this is, but I want to do something with it here, but I'm waiting for the right house to put it near, I think. The rest of this area, there's nothing. I don't even have, let's see, yeah, I used to have, before I moved him to the Plaza, I used to have Merlin over in this corner. So there are a few barrels and things that I still have from that. But, yeah, so that's all in the Forest of Valor so far. I might spruce it up a little bit to make it look a little more cohesive if I'm not going to have anyone else there for a while. The same thing for up here. On this side of Frosted Heights, I used to have the castle, but I've moved them over to the other side, which I think I like a little better. But I don't know. I can't decide. This area is a mess. I had it all decorated for Christmas and I took it all down. So yeah, nothing much up here. Much to do up here. So there will be some videos being posted on this area soon. But I've started sort of formulating an idea for the castle area. I want to do something more with the pillars. I think I want to have more of this pathway up here. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe taking up more of the area, because I like the snowy pathway, and that's the only place I have so far. Oh yeah, I put Elsa's throne out here. It doesn't make sense to me that Elsa has to live in a cave and Anna and Kristoff live here. I don't know. Something weird about that to me, but I guess because she is queen, it makes sense. So yeah. Oh, and my wishing well is here for the mining as well. I forgot to move them back. It doesn't matter. I saw a video the other night showing a way to make your mining more efficient, and I was trying that out, and it actually worked very well. So I'm probably going to put the wishing wells in areas that it makes sense for my mining run, because I'm mining so much. Now on to Dazzle Beach. This is one of the hardest areas for me to keep clean. Even if I come down here all the time, it seems like there's always more of those shell barnacle things popping up. I don't even know what they are. They're weird. I guess it's more like a coral, kind of. I I know that's where you get sand, so it's a good thing. But anyway, I've got Stitch and Moana sort of placed here on this grassy area together for now. It feels a little cramped, and I'm not sure. I gave him Stitch a little backyard area with a dining table and radio because he likes music, and his book is back there in the cooler. So nothing amazing. I was thinking about doing something coffee themed for him eventually, but for now that's what I got. And I gave them this little pool. I love this item so much, but it bothers me that the sand is not the right color. Like, if this is Moana's pool, why doesn't it match the beach? Like, her house would be on the beach normally, so I guess what they were thinking is they sort of made it in the middle, so where it would kind of match the beach and kind of match the sunlit plateau. But by doing that, it doesn't match either, and it hurts my brain. I think I have a little OCD with some of this stuff, and I didn't realize it until I started decorating. So I was like, I put it in the sand as much as I could, but it doesn't match. It just, every time I walk by, it's like, ugh. But that doesn't matter. Anyway, I gave Moana Maui statue. I really like that item, actually, because it's nice and big and takes up some area. I tried to make the pillar here kind of a focal point, but I don't think it works. I need to work on that a bit. On the island for now, I just have the banana and coconut trees because I put Maui's house here. And I sort of decided to give him the fruit because of his coconut story. So for now, until we can get rid of that pillar, I think this is just going to be the tropical fruit island. I might spruce it up a little bit. It's a little boring, but it's decent. So yeah, there's Maui and the fishing area, and I'm going to do a little more with this. I'm just deciding, I think I might do like a restaurant, like with the fishing area, like, or like just like a backyard barbecue kind of vibe. Fish fry. I don't know. That's what's in my head right now. But that's all I got going on over there. Over on this side, it's a little more. I've worked on it a little more, but I'm not happy with it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. That stack of books I accidentally left out. But this is Ariel's house. I wanted it here because I saw in another video how you could like see it from the peaceful meadow, and I actually really like that. But then when you come down here, it's not a whole lot of space in front of her house, so I don't know. I'm torn with it, and I can't decide if I want to leave her there or move her somewhere else. But I like the general vibe. I've gotten quite a few of her items, and her items and Moana's items really go pretty well together. And then I tried to do this little area with Eric's statue. This statue bothers me. Does it bother anybody else? It looks like they just pulled in the character model for Eric. Maybe it's a placeholder. I would be really happy if it's a placeholder. And then threw a texture on it to make a statue, but it's not the statue from the movie. And it's like, I know that one technically got destroyed in the movie, but I would much rather it be that statue. Because this one's just like, some dude standing there with his arms to his side. So I can't even decide if I want to use it. I hate it that much, that statue. But for now, I'm using it. And then I did a little juice bar type situation. I couldn't figure out what to do with that item, the sandwich shop item, because it doesn't really match anywhere. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. So this, I think, makes some sense. So I did it like a snack bar area. But again, I'm not positive this is where this is going to stay because it just doesn't fit this area very well, and it's hard. I put those chairs there, and it's hard to get to that mining spot, and that's not okay for me. So that's my beach. Now we go up to the Glade of Trust, and this is one of my most complete areas. My last video, I'll start in the purple area. Anyway, my last video was talking about the Woody's Carnival, which I'll show you last. This area, I have made adjustments since the tour that I posted a few days ago. I added more pathway out here, And all of these trees and bushes and fencing, they were not here. All of this right here. And the well, I set up the well area here in front of the tree, which I really like that actually, and it puts me in a good spot to go either way for the mining. I can start in either direction and be happy with that. So yeah, I think it looks a ton better with all the foliage out here and more of the pathway. I moved around a few things in here in the potions area. I added that tree, the swirly tree, so it's like she's doing some dark magic over here and it leaked out and she grew that ugly tree. I added a few potions over beside her mirror, and I added that blue cabinet because the color scheme kind of worked and it's the only thing I had at the time. So yeah, this is still one of my favorite areas. It might be my favorite. And you go straight over to Minnie's house to carry on the purple and pink color scheme. Her sitting area here. Again, still being able to get to the mining areas very easily. We walk down the pathway, which I need to change this maybe to gravel or something so it's not quite so disjointed between the brick and this. But we walk down here and we've got Goofy's house with a little sitting area. It's super dark in here, and it's those trees that make that happen. So I'm torn if I should keep that one by his house or move his house slightly and put the tree on the other side. I don't know. I don't like it to be so dark in here. It's very dark. I took them all out over by Minnie's house, that particular tree, for that reason. Even though I like the vibe of those because they're very swampy. But yeah, I can't decide. In this area, I'm either going to move Goofy's house to that corner over here, or I'm just going to make this a fishing spot. But I need more items to make a few of these areas work. I just put Goofy over here for the moment. It's not where he's going to stay. And then we go into the carnival area, Woody's Carnival, that I showed off in a video yesterday, I believe. So yeah, I really like this one. I think it's cute. I like the way I did the patchwork walkway, if you didn't see that video. And then I pulled in anything I could think of that had these primary bright colors as far as the trees, like the lemon and the apple trees, because they match the Pixar balls and they match the carousel fairly well. And I've put the coffee plants in here, and I've left some areas open to add more items that I hopefully will unlock soon. I've heard tale of a popcorn machine. I have not seen it though. And then I added some foliage around this tree to sort of cover up some of this mud. And yeah, that's the glade for now. My next area is Peaceful Meadow. This one's fairly complete. Yeah, so we'll start with Remy's. I don't believe I've shown this off yet. So I made it a little bit fancy, kind of like it's an offshoot of the Plaza. I put a bunch of tables. I used the Beauty and the Beast tables here instead of the restaurant tables with the tablecloths. I thought it fit. Remy's and Beauty and the Beast stuff kind of goes well together because they're both a little bit fancy looking to me, and they have the gold accents. I put some food down. I put these anything gold to match the statue. I just tried to pull it all together. I put in these fountains for a calming, nice dinner vibe. I put these lines here, and I like them a lot, but I wish they were a different color. They're very blue. I wish they were tan, or we had multiple colors for it, because I could use the blue one somewhere else. But anyway, I'm gonna keep them here because it fits. I like them, but it looks a little funny. But I guess it works because of the blue in the fountain, but I would prefer them to be tan. Mickey lives here up in the meadow. And then I made this sort of tune gathering area, like fishing area and the cooking area. I come over here and cook quite a bit when I'm mining and things. And I put the garden over here, but I may move this to be near Wally, wherever I put him, which I think is going to be Sunlit Plateau. But for now, we've got a garden orchard area down here. I've got the... I'll move this one because it's huge. I've got the well here and Goofy stall just across the way. And I finally... Oh, and I gave Mickey the Incredibles motorcycle. It was just funny to me that he would be zooming around on that. I gave the community a swimming pool. I finally got enough iron to make that a few days ago after going on some farming runs. I love that Pixar ball item, so I've used it all over. You can see I used it in the carnival and I used it several times here. It sort of gave me beach vibe, like beach ball vibes, so I put it over here. I really like the pool. It's really a nice item, but it took forever to make it. Along with that, the Mickey water tower, I'll go back here so you can see it. I finally got enough iron to make that as well, so that made sense to me how we would have the water tower and the pool near each other. And I actually really like this corner, so I'm pretty positive this is going to stay as it is. And then I went ahead and put some benches around just to sort of tie the area together. And then I've got Donald here in the meadow as well, so that Mickey's got a buddy, since I moved his girlfriend down to the the glade. Oops. I hate that if you get too close to his door, it just takes you in there. So yeah, we got Donald living down here, and he seems happy enough. And it's funny to me that his boat would not be able to move, so I have him here in the pond. So that's it. I like my peaceful meadow quite a bit, but it still needs some work. I've got the plaza up here, which I have not shown. I don't think I showed it yet. I showed it in a video, but it's fairly well complete, and I'm going for a fancy sort of look for this area. So I'm hoping for more gold items with gold and things in there. I hope that there's another bench. I think I mentioned that in my Plaza video originally. This one just looks a little bit plain in comparison to everything else. I've got Merlin up here. I have this big fountain here, which I would be happy with it if I could do a little more around the base of it. But for now, it is what it is. But I really like this gazebo item, and I've used it 3 times up here. And I'm actually getting enough iron stored up so that I can make some more of those. So yeah, there's the plaza. We won't linger since I did a video on it already. Sunlit Plateau and Forgotten Lands, there's pretty much very little here. I've just thrown Wally up here, knowing that he's probably going to stay here because he sort of matches the area. I've just got Goofy stall over here just out of the way. I put Eric up here again because he sort of matches. His house matches up here. I had him in Peaceful Meadow for the longest time on that corner where the water tower is, because from the beach it looked kind of like it was in the movie, and that really appealed to me at the beginning. But the more I tried to decorate his house, it didn't fit with anything else down there. So I moved it. I planted a little garden in Scar's area, trying to make it look a little nicer. I'm about to redo this whole area, and I have an idea for it, so I'll share the video on that when I'm done. So yeah, nothing else here. Nothing over here yet. Obviously, I will be happy when we get some Lion King characters, because I think they would fit pretty well in here. I've thrown in these items, but again, the sand color doesn't match. It's like, why? And then Forgotten Lands next. And I showed Forgotten Lands a bit in my farming video, but that's basically all that's up here is my 3 pumpkin patches. Like I said, they're usually just up here ready to harvest until it starts raining, and then I come up here and harvest them. I hope that we get to get rid of these little fires soon and get the pillar. So we can move that around. And then I've got the 3 trees here in the middle to get the wood. Ooh, chest. Let's see. Let's see. It is coins. How sad. Every time there's that little bit of anticipation that maybe you'll get some nice furniture, but it doesn't usually happen. I've put Donald's, I just kept Donald's fountain up here. It's pretty boring up here. I did throw in some lamps. Those are the ones I'm going to use up here, because even when we get the fires out of this area, I think I'm going to keep my pumpkin patch up here. I'm going to make this Halloween all the time. And then when we eventually get Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm going to make it even more tailored directly toward Nightmare Before Christmas. So they're going to have to give it to us next year, right? Or this year? I think so. And then we got the pumpkin house that's just stuck there for now. And I've just threw the wishing well, and Goofy's over in this corner to stay out of the way of the pumpkin farming. But yeah, it's pretty blah up here. But I've got ideas. At least I've got ideas for up here. So yeah, I think that is the entire valley tour. I will be back. Probably the next one might be this area, Scar. Because, I don't know. I don't like it. And I have to run through here all the time because it's mining. So, it's next on the to-do list. So, thanks for checking this out. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you like this kind of content and are interested in seeing updated tours in the future, when I have more hours under my belt and more items at my disposal. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.